I'm making you vice president of operations. Hell, you're doing the work already. You might as well have the title. And the raise.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks like the flow has been reduced, not an impaction. Hey, Dale, what do you think's causing it?
Tommy, I think the perforations may be scaled up a bit. You know, it's a 35-year-old well. This whole thing needs worked over.
He says the whole thing needs worked over.
So you want to kill the well?
Yeah, kill the well, work it over.
Well, what's it producing now?
12 barrels a day, down from 180 when it was put in.
We don't want to frack it?
No, we still have to replace the tubing and work it over.
Well, I don't like reworking wells when the oil's in a dip.
Well, it's nearly summer. Dip's just temporary.
It's easy for you to say. It's not your money.
Yeah, well, my salary's pretty tethered to your bank account, Monty.
Hey, when is that deposition?
Tuesday morning.
Put on a clean shirt and a sport coat. They play these things in court.
Yeah, it's hanging in the truck. What do you want me to do over here?
Kill the well.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Kill it, start tripping pipe.
Hey!
Take a pill.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. Take a pill. And you need to exercise. Nothing lowers the blood pressure better.
Yeah, well, I don't think walking on a treadmill is going to make me feel better about spending $2 million on a well that may be running dry.
Dale,
Yeah.
what's it read?
Well, we just got it going. Oh, here we go. We got a fucking gusher, boys.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, how'd it go?
She's running.
Good. Give me some numbers?
She'll pump over 250 a day. We're in a good pocket.
Well, I don't like gambling, but it paid off this time. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, Monty. Listen, these Andrews wells are underperforming. They're about the same age as that other one the other day, and about the same production.
Do you want us to keep this workover crew going, or what?
How many wells?
17?
Well, I don't like pressing my luck.
Look, they all pull from the same field, so there's no risk. It's just expense. And Monty, the things are old and they need to be serviced. I mean, that last one was proof of that, wasn't it?
Work them over one at a time. I want to see new production reports before you start the next one.
Yes, sir.
All right.
My God. I'll tell you what, trying to get money from a billionaire is like pulling teeth. I mean, you would have thought I just asked a fucking guy for a kidney.
Well, that's how he became a billionaire.
No, he became a billionaire from betting everything on black, and he hit.
And that's how you stay a billionaire. Once you get the house's money, you start pinching every penny.
How many years is it?
Almost 9.
Not one drink.
Not one whiskey.
You miss it?
I'm too scared of it to miss it. So, how worried are you about these green initiatives?
You're not buying into that shit now, are you?
Well, no matter what I buy into, it matters what the lawmakers buy into.
Do you know who the two biggest financial backers of green initiatives are? Saudi Arabia and Russia. Why is that?
We reduce our output, we're more reliant on their output.
And once that happens, there's a huge demand for output from us. And then we're right back in the middle of an oil boom. Or the administration changes and the oil boom comes 2 years later. It's manipulating supply to increase demand, and they have been doing it since they've been harvesting sorghum from the fields of the Nile River Valley. Why is Nathan calling my phone?
I don't know. Shit, I left my phone in the truck. Yes, sir.
Diamond wants to do a farm out on a drill to earn.
At what?
60-40.
Where?
All along the Val Verde Basin.
Unless they're covered up with smugglers, you leave a truck there overnight, the summit is gone the next morning. I'm gonna have to perimeter fence the site, I'm gonna have to get security, take the price up per hole about $750.
And that's a big risk down south.
You don't just stab the ground that shoots up, you gotta find the pockets.
They hit on 4 of their 6 exploratory wells.
Am I building roads?
Don't know.
How many?
54.
I'm gonna have to bring on another 8 crews. Your split sucks.
Well, I'll work on the split.
Are we gonna hold off on the Sage Flats?
Nope, those are going too.
There's a lot of unhappy drug dealers in that field. We'll need help with that.
I told you, I'm working on it.
All right, I appreciate it. Listen, if you close this deal, I'm gonna need surveys, I'm gonna need seismographs,
I'm gonna need geothermal.
Yep, you'll have all of it.
What bank?
I need to know how big the microscope up my ass is gonna be.
No bank.
I thought we don't do that anymore.
The stars aligned. We're pushing the chips toward the middle.
You're pushing.
300 million chips in the middle, Monty.
Well, they're my chips, aren't they, Tommy? I get 100% until I recoup. 70% for 12 months after that, 65% perpetuity.
What am I, Monty? A fucking sucker?
No, what you are is an over-leveraged LLC without enough credit to pull a loan. And you're too greedy to offer any collateral or risk any of your profits, so you want no recourse, this is the price. Or, fuck you. Go on over to TPG or Fortress and watch the masterclass they're giving on getting fucked.
All right. You got yourself a deal.
I'll have a contract on your desk by the end of the week.
Paying attention to my kids actually led to me getting involved into the passion of my life. And all along, what I was trying to do is hang out near my daughter. A lot of things happened that you didn't have planned or don't have the strategy for. Hey, Tom. Now, I'm not saying I've done anything right, but I made my mind up a long time ago I was going to work with my kids. They're involved in everything. They're involved in my leasing, oil and gas, real estate. And so when I got to Cowboys, I got it so that we could all work together. I thought I was doing it for them. But the one that got the most out of it was me. I just know it's not going to be this time, but you're going to be sitting here sometime in the future, laying here sometime in the future. And this room's going to be full of your business associates and the people you've worked with all your life. And more than likely, your children and family are going to be there because they're your children and your family. But you could have them there because they're the people you spent your life with, you worked with, you fell down with, you got up with. Not just Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's who you want to be with. So when that time comes like this, it's a celebration of your life, and you're not wishing you'd spend a little more time seeing a few more sons come up. That's the trick. That's the trick. Because that's going to be your glory. I'm pretty proud of them Cowboys. I'm pretty proud of the stuff we've done in oil and gas. It pales in comparison to how proud I am to have lived my life working with my kids. You got a chance to do something about that. I hope you will. And I'll tell you, young man, you're no spring chicken. And you ought to listen to Little Ish yourself.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm a few eggs short of a spring chicken, that's for sure.
Think a lot of both of you guys.
Feelings mutual. Thank you, Jerry.
Okay. Don't make me get my rubber glove out.
Boy. Tell Jenny I said hi.
Good to see you, Mr. Jones. He's not wrong. You need to get those leases together. That's $1 billion, Monty.
It's more than that. And then what? Huh? Shit, my dad retired at 68. 5 months later, he was dead. He died of boredom, of no purpose.
Well, make Cammy your job and those girls your purpose.
Jesus Christ. Tommy, it's my third fucking bypass. Work isn't killing me. It's this fucking busted, rotten heart. That said, I am planning on stepping back. I'm making you vice president of operations. Hell, you're doing the work already. You might as well have the title and the raise.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on Rebecca?
We don't need her anymore. And the way she works is a liability.
You know, it's funny. She says the exact same thing about you. I'm offering her a permanent position.
You don't need any more in-house counsel.
I'm offering her vice president of exploration. She's the shrewdest negotiator I've ever seen, and she's an absolute killer.
Monty, she's a lawyer. She don't know anything about oil. She ain't a geologist.
She's got Dale and she's got you.
Well, I just think it's a mistake.
Well, believe it or not, I'm not sitting here asking for your fucking permission. Figure out a way to work with her.
All right.
My daughter's out there. Yeah, of course, why would they be?
Cammy. Alan. So what do we know?
Well, we don't know anything. He was already in surgery when we got here. Cardiologist said a dietitian found him on the floor unresponsive. They got him stabilized, and here we are.
Nothing to do but wait and pray.
Well, there are some things we should discuss if those prayers aren't answered.
All right.
Well, Monty's will states that upon his death or incapacitation, you are to be made president and facilitate the sale of the company. Proceeds are to be split between a foundation, which Cammy will run, and a trust, which you will serve as executor.
Monty's fighting for his life. We could look at that later if he loses, but right now let's focus on the win, okay?
Well, whether he lives or dies, he is incapacitated. And there's a $167 million farm out that's waiting to be executed.
He needs a heart transplant, Tommy.
Is that what they're doing?
We're trying to get him stable enough to receive one. They won't risk the organ on a recipient that isn't healthy enough to survive the procedure, much less the body's reaction to a foreign organ. He is already incapacitated, and he will stay that way for the foreseeable future. Will you accept the position as president of MTEX Oil and the family estate?
Yes.
And will you accept the role as executor of the family trust?
Yes, but I want a board with both of you on it.
That's fine.
Cammy?
Well, what does that mean?
It means you vote on the decisions I make.
And who else is on the board besides us?
Who manages his money?
Goldman.
Okay, somebody from Goldman.
Okay.
Talk to me about this farm out.
Well, look, the leaseholder's over-leveraged and can't raise the capital. Field's rich. We recoup our expenses before an 80-20 split that settles at 65-35. It can be a 10x deal, assuming we increase our production, which I believe we can.
What's the worst case scenario?
Worst case is another COVID or OPEC floods the market. Oil drops below 60, it puts us out of business in a year.
And what's best case?
1.2, $1.4 billion in 48 months. Or do what Monty would do and sell a paper for $800 million in 6 months and go find the next one.
Well, there aren't any more next ones, Tommy. Can you sell it now?
It's worthless till we drill. I could blow up the deal, and then whatever he has now, it's what they have going forward. He set aside for you, I know he did. I want to say something to you about faith and hope and all that. Since I don't believe in it, it's kind of hard to ask you to. But I will say this, Monty is the luckiest man I've ever known in my life. He wins when everybody, and I mean everybody, loses. So if I was still a betting man, I'd bet on him pulling through.
Still smoking, huh? You're still a betting man every day. Now go and make a bet for me. Close the farm out, and we roll the dice one last time.